underestimate the beetle. They can be some of the toughest little guys around. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Want to know what's on this beetle's diet? Sweat and tears, that's what. That's how it gets stronger. I think we can all learn something from that. Best flavor in the world. The sweet, sweet taste of... victory. And that's why I've never spent a single more on any of my snacks. I've won them all, fair and square. Roll! Oh, coming through! Can't catch me! Attaboy!
Illusion shattered! Let's light it up!
Let's roll! Can't catch me!
There is no escape!
It's showtime!
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Let's light it up! Yeah!
Everyone on me!
Now you shall perish!
Can't catch me!
Need my help as usual?
We can do this!
Ta-da! Clee's here!
Let's roll!
Dumpy Dumpty Dump!
Attaboy!
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Teamwork is true!
Let's roll! Who wants some of this?
What is the situation?
Bam!
Shine down! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Let's roll! Bam!
Illusion
Yeah, I'll protect us. Oh no!
Let's light it up! There is no escape!
Attaboy!
Teamwork is true!
Oh, coming through! Let's roll!
Let's dance.
Can't catch me! Attaboy!
Shine down! Let's light it up! Bide your time.
Bam! Can't catch me.
Illusion shattered.
Let's roll.
Let's light it up.
Attaboy! Oh, you're coming through! Ha!
Go, Barbara, go! Hi. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Hi. Huh. Yeah. Huh.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Ta-da! Clee's here. Boing, boing, boom!
Everybody stand. Illusion shattered.
Jumpy, dumpy, go! Up! Yeah.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. Detached from the world.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the
Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already... Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang.
Only sufficiently large pieces of plastrite, or specifically, vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone, Adepti Sigils, serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. Although these three items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them, I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay it. You may ask me anything, and I will give you...
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some plastrite just the other day.
No. We better move quickly, or the...
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you. Then we'll never be short of more...
Of course. But the construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. I have other business to attend to now. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, first we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look!
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think...
No.
Don't be like that. Hey, come on! Why don't you stand there?
Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Silly churl bit.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you? Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some more.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk?
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that,
Come on, ma'am. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you.
I won't.
No more excuses! I know you? Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, then Shinyu kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor, but here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
The Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent...
No, don't be angry.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paiman's name is... well,
Oh, I've heard about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of
you kid, this is Liyue Harbor.
laws.
Really? So,
That would be my stomach.
she's so on... Wait, that's right. They said you went around, then of course you're still hungry.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. After all, you can't work on an Do you think Shenhe might be an Adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an Adeptus, that would explain everything. Where does she fit in with the other Adepti, though? I'm super curious.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them!
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, after consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here, sampling each dish in order to appreciate...
Return to the mountains.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition, and
I see.
yep! You get to... Were you interested in the...
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point... However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to...
Wow! You really... But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole...
Then let's not delay.
Great! Paimon...
I am not sure whether, or to what extent, this plan can be... We simply need to dispose of everyone who's currently...
Veto! That is...
Really? But I hear...
Look, we want to win the Sunset Vermilionite.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baiju? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so...
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now.
No, we've got other stuff to do.
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in
Okay then, let's go ask at the Fayum. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an...
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders and your father gave me specific instructions to add...
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for...
Oh, how wonderful. Thank...
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your...
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then
I wasn't counting on finding you here today.
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of...
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady...
As well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some suns. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. And a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about... At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess...
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any Sunset Vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Well, Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken...
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else. According to records of drifting clouds, after Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk...
That's great! Wouldn't it be a little...
You needn't worry. As far as I understand...
Open-minded. I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before.
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young... Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms.
Okay, we will be. said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have...
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there? The Sealy got to hear it. The hunt begins.
Step aside. Ito's back in town.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the Sunset Vermilionite we're looking...
Really? Let Paimon see. Look, it's gone, and now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the...
These are not real clouds. They are... If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism.
All right, then let's...
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't...
Obey!
Who wants some of this? Can't catch me.
appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? Unleash! Cryo Incarnate!
Jumpy, jumpy, go! Scratch!
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Bam! Boom, coming through!
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! The ceiling has disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Attaboy!
Shake and stir! Can't have your drink, huh?
Let's roll!
What is it doing? La la la. Boing, boing, boing.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! So high. Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That ceiling's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Bam!
Look at you, Booyah.
Manifest! Unleash! By ordinance divine!
Who wants some of this? Ha! 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 Attaboy!
Jumpy, jumpy, go! All up!
Let's roll!
Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Attaboy! Oh, coming through! Okay, that one hurt.
Obey! Manifest! Do your master's bidding!
Jumpy, jumpy, go! Boing, boing! Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite? Is this the sunset vermilionite? It's so huge! That's true.
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs only after being activated does plaustrite reveal its true nature. Break
Wow, Shenhe.
only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy.
Hold on a sec. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the split. If we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it?
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy, you gotta be extra careful when lifting.
Is it now? I'll go on ahead with the plaustrite. Let's meet at the building.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Huh. Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself?
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me...
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilion.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be...
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder, but I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's...
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think?
In truth, it is the finest If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the... Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there's...
Shenhe, just now on the way over, pretty much
Oh.
What kind of reaction is that? Whenever Paimon gets praised...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode.
Well, Byron's...
No need. I simply need to find...
You can't do that. It's dangerous. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go like...
Okay.
Great! Now we're talking.
Can't catch me.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're Justin. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacant.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other... Here are your keys.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Let's buy one for Shenhe, too.
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. Mm-hmm. See you
Hey! Isn't that Cloud Retainer? Let's go and say hi.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So
far, so good. Yeah. So...
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living...
Cool. So, calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking...
Her Adeptus name. Why...
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods...
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with...
That sounds so...
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal that she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but all one dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after...
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate
That's still so dangerous, though! Why was a tiny little kid battling...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. See, indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her... However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They all... It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has
Oh, now Paimon gets it.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the adept... Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kinda hard to deal with. Hey! So, Shenhe...
Master has relayed my situation to you.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I was worried that something may have happened to you. So I went out. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning. After all, Master...
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you...
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. Because in my experience, trying to Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adept...
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it...
Great! Well, but before we do that, let's go... After all, Sunset Vermilionite is... Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Look! Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by...
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bylin! And hey, Beto! And hey, person...
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into before we find some suitable plastrite. We build... Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed jade... The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to...
One moment. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us.
Beto? You're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so...
Huh. So even though it's rare, we...
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so...
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side. Wow! So it looks like the three... Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to... Sounds great, but how does it change things?
The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as... How'd I do? Is that what you...
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some lead. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfa...
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go. By the way, what question are you gonna ask me? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent... Ooh, what's the opera called? The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it. It's called The Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you...
Of course I have. Sorry,
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so... sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bash. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do. The types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need 2 copies. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her stars. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, I'm really not sure. Sorry. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should have.
Can't catch me.
I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at the... No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander up... The divine damsel of devastation is your upcoming opera, right? What's the story about, though? It's the story of a girl becoming a... Cool! A hero? The legend first arose in this area. In that village, there was a loving couple who were complete. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his... The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, if you want to live, you must sacrifice a child. What a nasty piece of work! Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place. But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up. No! Don't! Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally... Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin...
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was... I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never... Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to...
I think it's a great story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go...
Can't catch me.
This should be enough star splinter iron. Now we just need to find that symposium. I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there? Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Hello, sir. We were just passing by, and is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think you can find... This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here.
Huh? Thank you, kind sir. Well, don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village. The remains of a god, an abandoned village, Mount Tianheng. Does this mean that the true story... The time frame certainly matches. So it seems... What's this? So... Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave right. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I... According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the and she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that... Oh, it looks... We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of... Let's go back and tell
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I bring flowers back here every year.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so if you ask me how I feel about the path...
It must have been so tough for you.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhua, look! This tells us how to find
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply—
It's okay. I like your version. My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of humans. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the— But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to—
Don't worry. I believe you. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the
Shenhua! Yunjin! Cut the chit! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Arataki.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Clayman's curious if Beto's made any progress.
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, as an Adeptus, I should not get involved for now. But these things can be unpredictable. I have a contingency plan of my own. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
Goodness.
So,
This is some top quality ore you found. I guess now it's my time to
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it—
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work— don't worry.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this?
Yes. I have been training with the Adept. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to— Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the— Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, but now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti are.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you...
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us. Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, all three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. I hereby announce that the winners of this material...
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the plush.
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber.
Huh? Where's Beidou?
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later.
Alright then. Guess we'll head on up. This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up...
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Thank you all for your work.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement.
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and...
You're quite welcome. It's true.
Oh, a traveler, Shenhe, Paimon. I'll be leaving now.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please.
Wow. You're a mind reader, Ningguang.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is...
Wow. Paimon had an...
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and so I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of
Great! So next time we run out of no more questions from us. Shenhe, you gotta...
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have...
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting... Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging. Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it. It perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you...
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beto. It's your turn. Do you have a question for
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I met Ningguang. Don't forget what we talked. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can...
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Beto? Ningguang?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's... When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Tevat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, and I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! The Avenger of the Vortex by
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beto sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it! Well, let's go fetch the ADATA!
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Unleash! Manifest!
It's showtime! Can't catch me! Attaboy!
Unleash! Manifest! By ordinance divine!
Illusion shattered! Jumpy Dumpty Toe! Boing boing Blaze of delight!
Unleash! Obey! Torn to oblivion!
Look at you, Spoon!
Let's roll!
Pew! Jumpy Dumpty Toe! La la la! Shake it and stir!
Oni coming through! Yeah.
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back. I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely see—
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding—
Thank you.
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were— Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady on behalf of the entire Millilith. Thank—
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I wasn't trying to be a hero, though.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it—
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little— If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidence you have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared— Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liu—
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor—
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler— In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she—
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you.
Please, have a good rest. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber—
Casualties are within the range but in hindsight, there were still flaws with our— If we'd had more time, we could have— We must learn from this experience and never repeat— Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performance. I hear she's going to perform the Divine Damsel of—
Hey! Look! Miss—
批贯，到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful.
It was wonderful.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the play has an ending, but life goes on.
Thank you. I think I found...
Ms. Yun! Here you are, huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. Let me pull up a chair, all right?
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe.
Best flavor in the world? The sweets? Sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single more on any of my snacks. I've won them. Oh, fair and square. All right. Can't catch me. Let's roll!
Illusion shattered.
Boing, boing, boing!
Some of this. Let's roll.
Think you can bully me? Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Shines eternal.
Let's roll. Who wants some of this?
shattered.